Your Samsung CU8000 literally can jump up an entire tier of television to something that looks like you paid a lot more than you did. So here's what we have from the manufacturer. Filmmaker mode and movie mode being the two most accurate modes that will give you supposedly the best color. So this is it. This is as good as it gets. If you don't like what you see when you're in these modes, your goose is kind of cooked. You don't always need to spend the premium dollars to get phenomenal results, and I'm going to show you that here today. And we're going to start by showing Filmmaker mode and movie mode. As you guys see here, they both look pretty much exactly the same. Actually, there's virtually very little difference. You'd really have to sit there with a very discerning eye to notice any difference whatsoever between the way they've calibrated movie mode and Filmmaker mode. So with that as the baseline, here's what they offer, and here's what I take it to. That is a dramatic difference on every level, and I'm going to tell you right now, default, where your TV can go. How about a fiery scene? Well, default, right? Filmmaker mode, movie mode, Quantum TV. This is where we're at. Massive, massive, massive difference between these two. Maybe you're in the mood for a family movie. Maybe you want to put on some Sonic, right? Okay, this is what it's going to look like out of the box. This is what I take it to. Bam. Again, not even the same TV. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, I say getting, but I mean, it's pretty much already ridiculous. And it gets to such a point where I'm even shocking myself with just how massive these transformations are in terms of the color and things like that. Now, my focus for these settings weren't just as trivial as color. We also focused on luminosity, highlight detail, placement, and things like that. Now, in English, what this means for you is the three-dimensionality or the immersion, the draw that pulls you into your television was enhanced. That's not always something you're going to experience with these baked-in stocked modes when you pull them out of the box, and by not always something that you'll experience, pretty much never ever has happened. So this is what it looks like just out of the box by default stock. Now, the immersion that you get after my settings, bam. Now you can see the darkness behind the cherries. You see the separation from the background and the foreground, the subject, all that stuff, the illumination of the little catch highlights that you're going to see around the lip area here. You're going to see some of the lighting around here on the cheeks and nose. We get very intricate with what we try to create, the sculpting of this light to make sure that you're going to get something that's more three-dimensional versus something that's like two-dimensional as you see here. And again, people will try to make you believe that like, oh, it's just because you bought a poor man's TV. Of course you have to upgrade and spend thousands more in order to see what I'm clearly showing you right here. Like, they want you to believe you're stuck here instead of being able to go here to where things just look so much better. Now, for absolute dramatic effect, for the purists out there that try to say, oh, Samsung isn't really color accurate and it's just a torch mode, this is the actual torch mode. We're in dynamic mode. Everything is blown out. Everyone looks awful. Colors are disgusting, but this is the stock default setting that you're going to experience. Now, if you want, you can go to something like Filmmaker mode, and as you see, that falls down substantially. It's not quite as bad, right? You can kind of see that it falls more in line with what a picture should look like, but that doesn't mean it's good. We have a lot of pale, pukey colors, and this TV is capable of so much more, but you'd never know that if you don't optimize your TV correctly. Now, I'm going to show you the difference between out of the box, the best the industry professionals can do versus something I do with standard, bam. The difference is day and night. Now this actually looks like something that has quantum dots even though it doesn't, and it kind of feels more in line with what its claim is for the crystal color when they claim this amazing difference in color even though it's not a QLED. You can still see a lot more of what this TV can do versus, again, their little baked-in modes that like wash out all your color and look really pukey. And people try to say like when you have this extra kick in color that it's just cartoony or oversaturated or inaccurate and nobody should ever just watch TV like that. Just new to your TVs, make it look like this because this is just the way they want you to watch TV. Hey, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I'm not here to try, but what I will tell you is if you have a Samsung CU8000 and possibly even some of the other ones like the TU8000, the AU8000, you might want to check out these settings that I've just created because this is going to help your TV go from this blah, bland, ugly, pukey garbage to something that actually looks like you bought a TV from a luxury name brand. So that will probably help you guys out. If it does and you got value out of this video, smack a like on it, subscribe, and join for more. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later.